Hey y'all, so in today's video, I'm going to be giving you some hacks on working from home. It can be difficult to work from home. So with the pandemic, I know there was a surge of people working from home, people who thought working from home was just ideal, people who didn't want to work from home, and and all of those in between. So basically, I'm going to give y'all some tips on focusing while you're working from home so that you can be productive. I personally cannot focus. Like, I need as much assistance as I can to focus. So, because I'm trying to do 5 million things at the same time that I do one thing. So then when you're at home, there's way more things that you need to do at home. There's things, hell, if I was going into the office and, let's say my bed wasn't made and I was running late, I'm getting ready to leave that bed. But, you sitting at home and you see things, it's like, oh, I can do this. Oh, let me go do this. No, because you want to keep your job because you need your funds. So let me give y'all some tips on what I do. And I personally used to think that working from home was cool, but I knew how I was, the way that I lose focus and that I've been and lost my job. So I was like, it sounds good and everything, but I don't think I'm ready for that. Just like school. Like when I go to school, I take courses on campus because that's just the type of learner that I am. So, fortunately, I was lucky enough to start working from home about 3 years ago. Is it 3? 3 to 4? I think it was about 3 years ago. And so the job that I had I still have that job, by the way, but that job is production based. So if you do no work, you get no pay. So you must work in order to get paid. So in a situation like that, you need to focus. But anyway, there's other situations. There's if you're in a call center and you're receiving calls, and these people, one of the worst jobs that I ever had was in a call center. Okay? And the job wasn't my worst job because of the job. It was because of the phone calls. And what used to save my job was what I did in between calls. I'm going to get into all of that. So anyway, let's see where we're going to start. Okay, so first of all, for me, my job is definitely production driven, so they want to see numbers. Fortunately, I do not have to do any calls. So I'm able to practice these things a little more fluidly, but I've been in both positions, so stay with me. So the first thing that I would recommend that you do is have a designated work area. You could change your work area as much as you want to, because I definitely do that, have done that. I work outside. That is so refreshing sometimes. And I'll go to the library. I've gone to Starbucks and worked, but with the pandemic, we need to be at home. So at home, get you a designated work area. Even if your work area changes from time to time, it still should be a designated area that when I go over here, all the energy over here is to work. So, that's what I had to create in my space, is an area where I can work, an area where all of my things for work go. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I need is already right there. So get you a designated work area and make it nice. Like, decorate your area, put flowers, pictures, what have you, just like if you were at the job. Or if that's not what you like, then don't do it. I would show y'all my work area, but right now. So one day I'll just show y'all my work area and to give you guys some ideas or whatever. So I have a designated work area. Get a comfortable chair. That's the next thing. Get a comfortable chair. I know that sometimes, especially if you're working from home, and like a lot of us have to put our office in our bedroom, or maybe you don't have that big of an area, so maybe you got to get a smaller chair. Well, I went to Ross. I think it was Ross. Yeah, Ross. And I got this lower lumbar thing for driving, because I take road trips and my back and my behind be killing me. So I got something to put in the car. But I got another car, and it kind of feels like that thing is already built in. So I brought that in and I added that to my work chair. You cannot be comfortable enough in your work chair. So if you can invest in a really good chair, do so. If you can't, then get the best chair that you can, and then go to Ross and get, like, they sell the seat cushions, they sell with memory foam, they sell that lower lumbar thing, they sell all kind of things that you can sit on or put at the back of your chair. You can even sit on a workout ball. That's a good one. Okay, so the next thing, what's the next thing? So what I told y'all, have a designated work area, comfortable chair. Make sure you have all the supplies that you need. Have paper, have pens. I have never worked at a job ever where I didn't need a pen or a paper. You know, if you're at the job, they supply a lot of what you need, but when you're at home, you know, they supply you with your equipment. Now, even though they supply stuff, I always have my own things, like whatever you're comfortable writing with, if you have a favorite pen or what have you. The next thing is, you know, I don't know if y'all feel the same, but I absolutely love coffee. Okay, so sometimes I don't drink coffee every day, right? Like, I don't drink coffee on the weekend. And when I worked, I probably I drink coffee 5 days a week. But when I worked in an office setting, I drank coffee 5 days a week. And now, probably about 3. Monday is definitely one of those days I need a cup of coffee. Or even if I'm just not focused, I don't know what it does, but coffee just, and I can, like, focus better. So, because if you're tired, if you're hungry, coffee also takes away your appetite. So, drink out some coffee, because if you're hungry, you know, it's just a lot of things that distract you. So, the goal is to be as not distracted as possible. Okay, so get you a cup of coffee. If you're not a coffee girl or guy, get you some tea. That's the other thing that I drink all day is hot tea. Absolutely love it. Get you some tea, some green tea, some green tea with pomegranate, add lemon to stuff, some ginger tea, like, just okay. So now we're sitting at our desk. We're in our comfy chair. We got our cup of coffee or our cup of tea. You know, we feeling our focus and everything. We ready. So the next thing that you will want to do is take a look at your phone for the last time for the rest of the day, right? At least the rest of the work day. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. This is so important. Number one, well, I know some kids have gone back to school. My kid is still at home, so I don't really need to have my phone on for that. But also, anybody who needs to get me, like if it was really an emergency, someone could email me, call my mom or something like that. Like, just know that during your work day, pretend you at work. A lot of times people hear, oh, you work from home, and they feel like, you know, you're not really doing any work, but that's not true. And it's actually harder to work from home. And that's the honest truth as far as I'm concerned. It's harder to work from home. So people will call you and you can get caught up into that and you don't need to. So just put your phone on Do Not Disturb and then put in numbers that are allowed to call you. That's what you do. You can put in numbers that are allowed to call you. I just put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I don't have time. I just put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and anybody who needs to get in touch with me can somehow, some way. Just make sure people have your email address if it's an emergency to contact you, right? You don't even want to have your phone near you. I literally put my phone on the other side of the room so that I don't go checking if I hear it. None of that. Your phone is your biggest distraction. I swear to you. So either you're going to be on it talking, or you're going to be on it browsing. You just don't want to have your phone near you. Okay? That's my other tip. This is for this is for people who not disciplined. Okay? Because I lose my discipline sometimes, so I need to trick myself into discipline. So that's what I do. Things are so major. They're so simple. They're so fun, and they're so major in how I am productive at work. Music. Get used to music. If you take calls, you can totally have your music in one ear and be talking to these people in the other. You can totally be in between calls listening to music if that's what you please. When I worked in the call center, I listened to music, and I kept the music in my ear even when I was talking to them, right? I would just turn the volume down so that it's back there. But it was something about the music. It just really saved my job. It just really did. It really saved my job. So, I don't know. It's like someone screaming and hollering, but your jam is on. It really helps. Another thing that I would listen to. Okay, so basically it's not just music. It's listening to things. So listen to things that are distracting, but that you enjoy. So listen to music. I listen to comedy shows. So like, I listen to Ricky Smiley prank phone calls, Nephew Tommy, Joy, what's his name? Roy Jones, something like that. So you could just put it on Pandora and put on a comedy station or Spotify, any of them, and listen to comedy. Baby, listen, in between the call, you taking calls and you are crying laughing, and then you go take a call. I don't know, like you're just less affected by the things that they're saying, because even though these people don't know you, even though you know that they're mad for something else, sometimes the way they're talking to you does bother you. Customer service is one of the most stressful careers, period. Do y'all hear my child? Hold on. My child. Okay, so what I say? Oh, so this is what we're doing. We listening to stuff, right? Okay, so we got our music going. And another thing that you want to do is set the mood, have a vibe going, a nice ambiance. Like, I honestly, when I get up in the morning, I don't even turn all the lights on. Like, I like to, even when I wake my son up, I like to ease him into the day, you know what I'm saying, without just bam, there's a light. So like, I use natural light. I open up the curtains, so I let that light come through. And I set candles, and I have like little decorative lights, so you can see, but it's still calm. And I don't really turn the lights on until probably around 11ish, depending on how my son is acting. If he's a little tired, then I might turn it on after an hour. But I turn the lights on and like the afternoon time, when it's getting ready it's starting to get slow, and now we need another little pick me up. That's when I actually turn on all the lights. But for the most part, I just keep it kind of dim, and I don't know, it feels relaxed. Okay, so this is why you need to be awake, because you can't be sleepy and then it feels relaxed. If you're sleepy, turn your lights on. Okay, so we got a nice ambiance going. We have a candle that smells good, or some incense that smells good. So awesome. We have that thing. My favorite thing to do is to listen to audiobooks. So I told y'all, listen to music, listen to the comedy shows. but I love audiobooks. Y'all, sometimes I'm not even ready to get off work because my audiobook is getting so good. And one thing that I do when I'm listening to an audiobook is I don't listen to it outside of work. Like, I only listen to it when I'm working, so that way I cannot wait to listen and finish. You know what I mean? So those are my life hacks. Those are my working from home life hacks. Sometimes it's a struggle. Sometimes it's hard to be in a house where if you live with other people, they're there walking around, eating, talking, laughing, playing, like whatever. Or you tired and your bed is right there. It's so tempting. Or like work gets boring. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes it's redundant. And you just kind of need something to take the edge off. And that's basically what my hacks do. They take the edge off of what you got to do anyway. So that's all for today. Like, I think this video is a little bit long, but I'm going to do some editing. So anyway, so stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Stay tuned. I have a video coming up for virtual learning. How to work while having a virtual learner. So I'm going to give y'all some hacks on that in my next video. Thank y'all. And let me say something. If you done made it to this point in the video, you've got to be subscribed. I know it. I just know it. I can feel it. So if you're not though, if somebody then I didn't pick them up on my radar, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that the next time I have a little hack for you, you're notified. I will see y'all the next time. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.